It's been some crazy few months. The crazy stuff that I have just seen, and just from the AI photos of me, from the AI videos of me, to pastors making videos about me lying on me. And it's just like, how are you gonna make an entire video on me and my situation, then lie about it? I can see if you told some truth, but then lie about it is crazy. Yes, I dropped a diss track on Lakewood Church on Joel Osteen, and I mentioned several, mega church pastors that have been caught up in some controversies and stuff. You can get there right now. It's called Fake Community Center. But I gotta let people know, like, I've been seeing some comments, and they're like, oh, if he reached out to the church for help and stuff, how was he able to afford studio time? If you go to my YouTube and you look at my older videos, you'll see that several years ago, I went to a school called Full Sail University. I did online. It was in Winter Park, Florida, but I did it online here in Houston. And Full Sail sent me this thing called a lunchbox. You go look at that video. It's a lunchbox of me opening up my gear, my audio gear. Pro Tools software. Yes, this is probably $800 in my hand right now, so I will take care of this. All right, so next we're moving on to the big stuff. Oh, goodness. All right. Here is the top. So, man, they taped this down. So I did audio and film. I was originally in audio. Then at the time, I had a friend that was trying to do music, and we couldn't afford getting videos and stuff. So I ultimately made the decision to switch to film to help him out, and then to, me as an actor, I feel like I can create my own stuff, but life got a little crazy. During that time period, kind of when I finished up with Full Sail, well, I really didn't finish. I dropped out because it got too expensive. But when I got into the film scene in Houston, I started working on music videos and commercials, and then that's when I started going to getting on at Lakewood on the media team. That a lot of Lakewood members say that I wasn't on, which is crazy because I got evidence, but whatever. But I still have that same gear. I still have my recording gear that I have in my living room now, because my stepson has my old room that I had as my studio. But I still have all of my recording stuff. They gave me Pro Tools and everything, so I record myself. I mix my own music and stuff, so it's all at the crib. My cinema camera, I still have that. When I reached out to Lakewood and stuff, I tried to sell my camera, but at the time I couldn't, because the viewfinder on my camera is this little thing that you can look at the back. It's like broken. That got broken because I went on tour with this rapper, and his entourage just threw my bag in the back of the Sprinter, and it cracked my camera. So I can still film with it, but I won't be able to sell it. So, but it kind of works out in my favor, because I'm about to get back into, filming videos and stuff. So that's a good part. But it's just crazy, the things that, people say. I gotta, talk about my wife's pregnancy. It's been extremely hard for her. She's been, even with the nausea medicine or so that she's taking, it's still extremely difficult for her. And then I gotta talk about, losing the insurance and us trying to get back the insurance. And then my son will be here in April, towards the end of April. There's a lot going on. But, go ahead and stream my track. Fake Community Center is out right now. But the good news is I had realized, as a kid, that my mom had this nonprofit. So we used to go to, downtown and parts around the city, and we always would give people clothes and food and stuff. So I was like, you know what? Let me start a nonprofit. I think right now is the perfect time. My name is always in the headlines and stuff right now, so I think this is a perfect time to start a nonprofit, and I want to help people get rental assistance. So I'm still learning everything. There's a little. Oh, I'm sorry, y'all. It's birds outside, outside the window. But I want to help people get rental assistance. So I'm still trying to learn um, the steps that you go about to even start a nonprofit organization, and then from there, just trying to help people out, because it's different when you hear about people going through hard times and trying to get their rent paid and stuff. You think they could just go to, oh, they could just go up here, they could go there and stuff, but you're not realizing how difficult it is once you actually experience that. So that's what I want to give back to the community, and for all the people, especially there's this guy, he commented, he said about a decade ago he went through hard times or something, and went through Lakewood, and he went to their financial university or so, he graduated, and from there him and his family are doing well. So I'm a liar. Look, I'm not taking nothing away. I never said they didn't help anybody. I never said that. What I said was I reached out to them to get help. And I was a cameraman. I was unpaid. And I'm going to talk about that too, about how they were trying to charge me for this internship. But I'll talk about that in another video. But you can't sit there and say just because they helped you that I'm a liar and they didn't help me. That's crazy. I even shared online the actual phone call that transpired and stuff. So, and that was not made up or anything. So it's okay to criticize an organization, for not helping, and for people like, oh, did he pay? He probably didn't pay his tithes, or so I did pay tithes, but tithes has nothing to do with a church helping out somebody. Nothing at all. And I'll get into all that later. But right now I just want to let y'all know that I'm working on this nonprofit. And once I guess, get more information, once I get it off the ground, get it rolling, then I will definitely ask y'all, I guess where I can help people, like who needs help and things like that, so we can get people in Houston help. And I think that's what it's all about, the community helping the community.